minor cabinet shuffle this morning in Ottawa. We were expecting it to be minor, and it was. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau making longtime MP Lawrence MacAulay his new Veterans Affairs Minister. That's to fill the void left by the resignation of Jody Wilson-Raybould. Two other ministers already in cabinet, already taking on new responsibilities. Marie-Claude replaces MacAulay as Agriculture Minister, and Gender Equality Minister Maria Monsif goes to the additional portfolio of International Development. Wilson-Raybould resigned her post February 12th, and we've seen what has happened since then. And this is where we're bringing Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR. What are you talking on your show about around this, Danielle?
Well, when I heard Lawrence MacAulay's name, I had to look up. Is he still elected? Is it still the same guy that has been there since I graduated from high school? And yes, he is the longest serving MP from Prince Edward Island. He has been serving that riding since 1988. Now, I think it's interesting that they put him in that portfolio. First of all, he's 72, so he is a senior himself, so he'll probably be a lot more sensitive to some of the issues than some of his predecessors were. I mean, they had a series of young bucks in that role, starting with Kent Hare, Seamus O'Regan, Jody Wilson-Raybould. And Jody Wilson-Raybould, I think everyone agreed, was not only was she demoted, but she was picking up a big mess that had been made by the first two guys. So I think they're trying to get some stability in this portfolio because it has been a thorny one for politicians of both stripes. And so that, I think, is one thing. The other part, too, is by putting someone like him there who has demonstrated electoral success time and time and time again, it's unlikely that there's going to be any bomb that'll derail the government in that department under him. And then I was interested to see that Maria Monsif got a promotion. She, of course, had a catastrophic failure the last time that she had a senior position in government, which was to lead through the democratic reforms proposals for electoral reform, one of the marquee promises that Justin Trudeau made in the last election, which I think is going to hurt him this time as well. I think a lot of NDP and Greens supported him on the basis of thinking it would be, as he said, the last election run under first past the post. Well, it turned out not to be true. And then the other face is Marie-Claude Bibeau. I'm going to talk with a Global reporter to find out what the relevance is of putting her in that portfolio. She used to be the mayor of Sherbrooke. So it doesn't appear like that would be necessarily the best background to have to be taking on agriculture and agri-food. So there might be something more there to her portfolio and background that I'm missing. But we'll go through all of that today.
Just quickly as we wrap up, Danielle, what's your take on the Jerry Butts about to speak next week?
Yay! I can hardly wait.
Grab the popcorn.
So exciting. Yeah. What the nice thing about what Jody Wilson-Raybould did with naming names is now we've got potentially 11 weeks of people that could be interviewed by this committee to try to get the full picture to the story. I'm still a bit mystified as to why he resigned. If the strategy of the Trudeau government is, I did nothing wrong, and this was perfectly within my mandate, there was pressure, but there was no direction, then why did he quit? Especially since when you heard her testimony, he was only one of 11 actors, and he didn't even really seem to be the one that was centrally putting the pressure on her. So I'm sure he is going there to chuff up his old college bud, Justin Trudeau, and maybe counter some of the points that Jody Wilson-Raybould put in. But from what I've seen so far, she's the only one who took meticulous notes. She's the only one who's got the email and texting chain of what actually was said. So I think everybody will be getting out the popcorn again next week to watch that one.
Danielle Smith, your show starts at 9:30. Have a good one.
Thank you.